Yes, ma'am.
Madam Speaker, thank you for your comments. I just want to ask you in this time of transition, have you had any conversations with Leader McCarthy, or do you intend to? And if he prevails as Speaker, what advice would you give him?
Well, I don't think anybody needs any advice from anybody. You've heard me say even about our own distinguished leadership. I'm not going to be the mother-in-law comes in and say, this is the way my son likes his turkey stuffing, his scrambled eggs, or anything else. They have to have their own vitality about it all, and they do. And so as far as he is concerned, yes, we haven't had any formal conversations, but we interact, and I'm just hoping that on January 3rd that they'll be expeditiously able to elect a speaker so that we can get on with the work of the Congress. And just so you know, this may interest you. What I have said to everybody is the hardest thing that I had to do, since you're asking this question, I was Speaker and Minority Leader under President Bush, under President Obama, under what's his name, and there's just Speaker under President Biden. But three different presidents, two different roles. The hardest thing that I had to do in all of the, let's just talk about the three. The hardest thing that I had to do, and I said this in friendship and in love and all the rest of that, is when we had a Democratic president and we were in the minority, and we were in the minority as minority leader to sustain a presidential veto. Because the Republicans would roll out stuff that sounded like a chocolate sundae, but it's more like doggy-doo. But it looked good, and it played well in districts, and people say, oh, this is good. No, it ain't good. It's terrible. It undermines the Affordable Care Act. We have to sustain the presidential veto. This is not a casual vote. This is not a casual vote. So I'd rather be writing the Affordable Care Act or any other massive legislation than to have to go to my members and say, my friend, in friendship, I really need your vote to sustain the president's veto. That was the hardest. Yes, ma'am.